What is up, degenerates? Happy Monday. Was it happy? It was for me. Market was great today. Um, had a great morning. Work was slow, so I was able to jump on retire on dividends. He did a live stream market open, and that was fun. We had David on from Quantify Funds. He's got a great Bitcoin and gold fund that I am going to start covering. I just have to incorporate it in. But that was awesome. Had Howard from Curve. I'm going to start covering at least KYLD, K Yield, because there's a lot of buzz about that. A little bit lower yield, not as degenerate, but more nav stability. So, and I know a lot of you guys like that stuff. We're not all complete degenerates. I kind of am, but not all of us. So we'll incorporate those stuff. Also, a bunch of YouTubers that I follow, some great people, great community. I mean, we all have our own channels, but we get together and talk, and it's great. So if you didn't check it out, check it out. Anyway, so that was a great morning. I was able to do that. I did show my mug, so if you want to see my face, gotta check it out. Because I don't show it here. I will eventually. The face is out. I doxed myself. But anyway, and then the afternoon was insanity with work. And tomorrow will be insanity with work. So I doubt I'll do anything tomorrow. But I want to talk about some declarations today. First, we had WPAY from Roundhill. Roundhill's only Monday declaration is WPAY. They're up 3.53% today at 51.68. That is sweet. And let's see. Last week they paid 56 cents. They declared today 57 cents. 59% yield average at the last three. I'm giving them 59 cents. No, they declared today. I think I gave them 59 cents when I picked it, and they paid 57. So solid. A lot of you guys like WPay, so that's why we cover it. Let's see. Rex declared on their single stock. They have new ones, but they won't declare till next week, so we'll cover those, later on. But NVII, their NVIDIA fund, was up 5.72. NVIDIA was up 5.79, so they captured almost 100% of that. TSII, their Tesla fund, was up 4.64%, which beat Tesla. Tesla was up 3.66, so they captured 1.2%. 1.2 times that of Tesla. So that's good. MSII, is that right? They were up 1.7. Let me double check that real quick. MSII. No, they were down. I didn't update that. 1304 down. I had the price right. They were down 0.76. So that's red. But MicroStrategy was down 1.26. So they only captured 60% of the loss. Strategy continues to be a train wreck. I don't know. I just report the numbers. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about that. COII, is that right? I have them up 7.29, but Coinbase was only up 2.84. So got to double check. Like I said, today was a crazy day. I'm recording this much later than usual. I don't know if I'll do this as a premiere. I might just throw it in. Yeah, COII. Well, it gapped up. There you go. So it was down intraday, but from the close on Friday, it was up 7.29%. Solid. And I just do close to close. I don't do intraday. So that's great for that. They did declare. What they declare? NVII went from 28 cents to 30 cents. That's 46%. Again, based on the last three, but I just kind of talk about the last two. TSII 41 to 41, pretty solid. 71% yield. That's the winner of Rex Shares for the week. And MSII, it has been their lowest yielder, but now it is not. They went from 8 cents to 8 cents, but the price dropped enough to make it a 31% yield. And so COII is the loser, if you want to say that. It's still the fund is great. I mean, all these funds are great. I wouldn't cover it if it was garbage. And you guys may disagree with some of that, but that's fine. Leave me a comment, negative, positive, whatever. Hit the like too. I like those. So COII went from 12 cents to 13 cents, 29% yield, but they were so much. So the yield goes down. Price goes up, yield goes down. Distribution goes up, yield goes up. You know, it depends on price. It's a balance. So that is Rex Shares. Ulti will declare Wednesday for a Friday payment. And I did a guess on that already. I gave him a 70% yield. I know about Ulti, but who knows what they're going to declare and pay. A lot of times these new funds like to bump up their first payment or two just to get some interest. So we'll see what they do. Whatever. It's a solid strategy. I love the strategy. They do like an iron butterfly. They sell a call, sell a put, buy a call, buy a put for protection. And so that's good. All right, yield. Let's do some. So that's all that declared today. It's kind of the slowest day of declarations, but a bunch more will come in tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. We'll get to them as we get to them. Like I said, I won't do a video tomorrow, which will be a bunch of the Wednesday declarations, but I will do a prediction on Yieldmax Group 1. If you want Group 2, they'll declare Wednesday. Check out Retire on Dividends. On Sundays, he does Guestimania. All of Yieldmax, he does a prediction. He's more accurate than me, by the way. Anyway, Chippy. Just looking at what they did today. Chippy was up 2.9. Feet was up 3.53. 5E was up 4. GPTY up 2.57. LFGUI was down 0.89, which is surprising. QDTY, which is on the NASDAQ, was up 2.13. NASDAQ was up 2.2, so they captured most of that. RDTY on the Russell, they captured more than the Russell, which was 0.94. RDTY captured 1.33, or went up 1.33. SDTY captured most of the SPX. SDTY was 1.39% up. SPX was up 1.54%. So they captured most of it. Salty down 2.3 as expected. The market was green. Salty is a bearish type of fund, so you will see that. Anyway, let's do a estimate. Let's see. We'll start with Chippy. Again, these declare tomorrow, X-date Wednesday. Oh, well, yeah, they'll declare tomorrow, but it is a holiday. I don't know how that all works. Okay. So Chippy, last one was 45 cents. I gave them 50 cents. Because the last one was lower. They went from 46 to 45. I'm jumping them back up to 50. Feet went from 34 to 29. I'm giving them 33. 5E went from 24 to 43. I'm giving them 40. Yeah, which is a... what are we on? 5E. That's 61% yield. Let's see. GPTY went from 33 cents. I'm giving them 37. LFGY 55, I gave them 57. QDTY 26, I'm giving them 29. RDTY 37, I gave them 38. SDTY went from 21, I'm going to give them 20. And Salty 53, I'm taking them back up to 59. So some of those seem weird. But anyway, that's the guess. Not financial advice. You know the drill on that. Do your own research, consult with a financial advisor. I'm just throwing numbers out there for, just for fun. What are your picks? Let me know. Anyway, tomorrow, that's Yieldmax Group 1. And Defiance does their single stocks. Double check. Yeah. Tuesday declaration on their single stocks and QLDY, lightning spread on NASDAQ, pays twice a week. First declaration's tomorrow. Next one is Thursday. They pay Thursday and Monday on the two. So let's go to AMDU. First, let's just check the... AMDU was up 8.93%. AMD was only up 4.47%, so they doubled what AMD did. That's great. ETHI, Ethereum base, underlying was up 3.02. ETHI was up 3.65. HIMI, is that right? Yeah, it sounds about right. HIMS and hers was only up 0.05%. HIMI down 0.33. I'm not going to check that. It's negligible. HUI on Robinhood. Hood was up 4.23. HUI was up 8.5. Unbelievable. MST, again, strategy was down 1.26. MST was down 3.88. So they captured 3 times the loss. But again, strategy is, who knows what's going on there. I own some strategy funds. I'm fine with them. I don't care about what the price does. I care about what they're paying me. And as long as they don't go to zero, which I don't believe they will. Again, not financial advice. Palantir was up 8.81%. PLT was up 16%. Almost double. Huge. SMCC on SMCI. SMCI was up 1.08. SMCC almost captured that, 0.91%. But again, a lot of green. We love green. And SMCC is now my newest employee in the DD fund, Dividend Degenerate Fund. I now own 20 of these. And I added SMCC this morning before the open. So I think I was up on that. So we'll see. Anyway, added a little bit. QLDY, lightning spread on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ was up 2.2. QLDY was up 2.53. And again, these declare tomorrow. So I updated the IVs. Let's see what they're going to pay. We'll start with AMDU on AMD. They're averaging 56 cents. Over the last 3, I gave them 44 because the IV's just not there on AMDU. Or on AMD. It's gone down. So a lot of the IVs have gone down. ETHI averages 25 cents. I gave them 20. HIMI averages 40 cents. I gave them 29. Still 125% yield. HUI averages 42 cents. I gave them 34. 86% yield. MST averages 11 cents. I gave them 9. Still 101% yield because the price is low. So you're going to get a bigger yield. PLT averages 33 cents. I gave them 27 cents. That's 69% yield. And SMCC, which is currently the highest yielder of all the Defiance funds, which is why I added it this morning, they're paying 187% yield based on the average of the last 3 and the current price. Current price. They average 47. I'm giving them 32 because the IV is not there. Still 127% yield. And again, QLDY averages 19 cents. I gave them 20. They're paying 40%. I gave them 40%. So that's that. Again, QLDY will declare twice this week. That's just my pick for tomorrow's declaration. And then Roundhill will have a couple declarations tomorrow. Again, they declared WPAY today. YBTC will declare tomorrow. That's their Bitcoin fund. They paid 30 cents. I'm giving them 32 cents. And Yeth or Yeeth, whatever you want to call it, last payment was 27 cents. I'm sorry, 27 and 28. I gave them 29. It's trending up. That is a 75% yield. So that all the picks for tomorrow's declarations. I want to talk about something else, but I can't remember what it was. Again, crazy day. I might premiere this. It's almost 7 here in Florida. It's freezing outside. I know you northerners think I'm insane, but it will be 37 degrees here in the morning, just north of Tampa. And that's cold for this born and raised Floridian. So anyway, on a tangent. Have a great day. I think I will premiere this, so I will be in the live chat if I do, and we'll talk again next time.